Okay, so the other great part of this, of the zero draft, is that it can also help you find your opener, the lead for your whatever you're writing. And it could be anything at all, of course. And I haven't said this before, but this process does work across the board for any type of writing at all. So the opener can help you find your focus also for the rest of the piece of writing. If you have your opener, if you have that lead sentence, it is specific and it is going to tell us what will happen in the rest of the letter, essay, memo, whatever it is. It is a promise to the reader that whatever we're reading in this first sentence, this lead sentence, that's going to be the topic for the rest of the page or the rest of the essay or the whole project. It's going to connect with it. It's not going to be a random fact or generalization or a wider piece of information. You're going to, come straight into it and give us what we need to know. All right, so what you're going to do is look at while you're doing this for a moment, I can try and figure it out. You're going to look at your zero draft now and see, is there an opener in there? Is there something I can use? And I had some nice examples for you on there. So as I said, an opener is something where it tells you right away what's going to happen in this piece of writing. And one of them I had created, one of the openers that were my examples, and I'll see if I can get the rest of them up, is, let's see if I can, a foosball, dear boss, dear ABC boss, a foosball table would increase productivity for the whole office, something like that. So that was the one about writing a letter to your current employer asking, how to make this workplace better, right? So that's something right away that I was able to convey and quickly tell them, this is the promise to my reader that this is what this letter will be about. And this is how I will get his attention. He likes productivity. And my boss also, let's say, know him, and he really likes competition, right? So that's something maybe I'll play on that. And so thinking about those things, try to find a first sentence in your zero draft. See if you can find something in there that's already there. And if it's not, then we can try and write some on your own. So try to write 3 or 4 or 5, as many as it takes you to figure out which one is a good promise to the reader that tells us what will happen in the rest of the essay or the letter or the memo. And it's something, again, that will help you focus the rest of your work. Okay, so once you have figured out that outline or that opener, you will get to doing your outline. Okay, and your outline should come from all of this. There's a couple of examples, and this is a quote. This is not an example, but a quote from William Zinsser on Writing Well, which is a great resource for writers. The most important sentence in any article is the first one. If it doesn't induce the reader to proceed to the second sentence, your article is dead. So that is what I've been talking about. And then we have, this one was for a prospective employer. As a teacher, I believe every student deserves the opportunity to learn at his or her own pace. Let curiosity direct their learning and participate in hands-on activities that encourage growth, especially in STEM. That one was from Indeed. That's a really great example of kind of really being straightforward and saying what's going to happen in this letter. Well, I'm going to tell you about what kind of teacher I am, and this is what I believe. For a current employer, this one about the foosball, buying a foosball table is the best way to increase productivity at ABC headquarters by me. Or this is an article, which is kind of a fun one. Ryan Lochte is the dumbest bell that ever rang, from the Washington Post. And I thought that was very fun and a little mean, but it really makes us want to read on. Why is this guy so dumb? And he was an Olympic swimmer who made a mistake. And it really compels us to read on and see what else is she going to say. So you can have fun with your letters. You can have fun with your articles. This is a blog. That's a lot of fun. Come on, fess up. You've done the unthinkable. You've let your beloved blog wither in the shadows of neglect. So that's a great one. Again, really fun. And you can do that with any of these. And so then at that point, again, as I said, you would do your brief outline. And I mean brief. I don't mean like the way I was saying that these attorneys have, very detailed outlines. I mean, you can circle, look at your circles and you can number it if you want, 1, 2, 3, or you can go on a separate piece of paper and number it there and kind of cut and paste things or just write it down and just briefly say what's going to happen in these next few paragraphs of the paper, the essay. And using that first sentence or introduction, however much you can write, you can really direct the outline and let us know what is happening.